High in the Andes Mountains of Ecuador at 90 feet above sea level lies Quito, a capital city suspended between earth and sky. The journey begins in Quito's historic center, one of the best preserved colonial districts in South America. The journey begins in Quito's historic center, one of the best preserved colonial districts in South America. Narrow cobblestone streets wind past whitewashed buildings, ornate balconies, and centuries-old churches. Golden altars shimmer inside grand cathedrals, while plazas buzz with local life. Golden altars shimmer inside grand cathedrals, while plazas buzz with local life. Musicians play Andean melodies, vendors sell handcrafted textiles, and the scent of freshly baked bread drifts through the air. Standing at Plaza Grande, the heart of the old town, you feel the pulse of Ecuadorian heritage. Towering churches such as La Compañía de Jesús gleam with intricate gold leaf interiors. The architecture tells stories of Spanish colonial influence blends with indigenous artistry. Every carved wooden door and painted ceiling whispers of a complex past. Just a short drive from the center of Quito is the famous monument at the Mitad del Mundo. Here, visitors stand on the equatorial line, with one foot in the northern hemisphere and the other in the southern.
Right on the equator, watch. The water drains straight down.
Experiments demonstrating the Coriolis effect entertain curious travelers. But Quito is more than history. A cable car ride up the slopes of Pichincha volcano reveals panoramic views of the city below. On clear days, snow-capped peaks stretch across the horizon. Hiking trails lead adventurers even higher, where thin mountain air and sweeping vistas reward those willing to climb. As evening falls, Quito transforms. Rooftop terraces glow with warm lights. Restaurants serve traditional dishes like locro de papa, a creamy potato soup with avocado and cheese. Locals gather in plazas, and the city hums gently beneath a starlit Andean sky. Quito is not merely a starting point, it is a powerful introduction to Ecuador's diversity. A city where colonial elegance meets volcanic drama, and where the equator draws an invisible line through daily life. Far out in the Pacific Ocean, nearly 600 miles off Ecuador's coast, lie the legendary Galápagos Islands. This remote archipelago is unlike anywhere else on Earth, a living museum of evolution and one of the planet's most extraordinary wildlife destinations. The islands were shaped by volcanic eruptions, and their rugged landscapes appear almost prehistoric. Black lava fields stretch toward turquoise waters, while cactus forests rise from arid soil. The isolation of these islands allowed species to evolve in remarkable ways. Here, giant tortoises roam freely, some living more than a century. Blue-footed boobies perform their charming mating dances. Marine iguanas sunbathe on lava rocks before slipping into the ocean to feed on algae. Sea lions lounge on sandy beaches, unbothered by curious visitors. It was in these islands that Charles Darwin developed ideas that would change science forever. The unique species of the Galapagos inspired his theory of evolution by natural selection. Today, conservation efforts carefully protect this fragile ecosystem. Snorkeling in the clear waters reveals another world beneath the surface. Schools of colorful fish swirl around coral reefs. Sea turtles glide gracefully through the currents. In some seasons, playful sea lions dart alongside swimmers, creating unforgettable moments. Some boast red sand beaches, others dramatic cliffs and hidden lagoons. Guided tours ensure that tourism remains sustainable, preserving the environment for future generations. Despite their remote location, the Galapagos Islands feel intimate. Wildlife shows little fear of humans, allowing for close observation and photography. Sunsets over volcanic silhouettes paint the sky in brilliant shades of orange and purple. The Galapagos are not simply a destination, they are a revelation.
A place where nature reigns supreme and the story of life itself unfolds before your eyes.
Covering nearly half of the country, this vast rainforest is a realm of dense jungle, winding rivers, and astonishing wildlife. Entering the Amazon feels like stepping into another world.
The air is thick with humidity and the scent of earth. Every layer of the forest teems with life.
Guided canoe rides along tributaries reveal pink river dolphins and caimans resting along muddy banks. Colorful parrots gather at clay licks, creating vibrant displays of motion and sound.
Monkeys swing through treetops with effortless grace.
Eco-lodges provide immersive experiences while supporting conservation and local communities.
Indigenous guides share knowledge passed down through generations, explaining medicinal plants and survival techniques.
Visitors learn how the forest sustains both wildlife and human life.
This small plant helps with fevers. We boil the leaves.
Night excursions are especially magical.
With flashlights cutting through darkness, the jungle reveals glowing eyes of nocturnal creatures. Frogs croak in chorus, and the rainforest pulses with energy. The Amazon is more than biodiversity, it is cultural richness.
Indigenous communities maintain traditions rooted deeply in harmony with nature.
Their stories and customs reflect a profound respect for the land. A visit to Ecuador's Amazon is humbling.
It reminds travelers of the delicate balance that sustains our planet. In this vast green expanse, nature speaks in whispers and roars alike. Nestled at the foot of the active Tungurahua volcano lies the lively town of Baños de Agua Santa, often simply called Baños. Known as Ecuador's adventure capital, this vibrant destination blends adrenaline and relaxation in spectacular fashion. Waterfalls cascade down steep cliffs surrounding the town. The most famous, Pylon del Diablo, thunders dramatically into a rocky gorge. Visitors can walk along suspension bridges and pathways that lead astonishingly close to the roaring water. For thrill seekers, Baños offers ziplining, whitewater rafting, canyoning, and mountain biking. The famous swing at the end of the world lets visitors soar over dramatic valleys with the Andes as a backdrop. After a day of adventure, thermal baths provide soothing relaxation. Heated by volcanic activity, these mineral-rich waters offer a peaceful retreat under cool mountain skies. Baños also serves as a gateway between the Andes and the Amazon. Scenic routes wind through lush cloud forests, where mist clings to treetops and waterfalls appear at every turn. The town itself is colorful and welcoming.
Cafes serve fresh juices and Ecuadorian chocolate, while artisans sell handmade crafts.
At night, Baños buzzes with youthful energy and laughter. Here, nature and excitement coexist. Baños captures Ecuador's spirit of adventure and its deep connection to the dramatic forces of the earth. In southern Ecuador lies the graceful city of Cuenca. Known for its red-tiled roofs, cobblestone streets, and colonial charm, Cuenca feels both historic and vibrant. Designated a UNESCO World Heritage Site, the city boasts beautifully preserved architecture. The new cathedral, with its blue domes, dominates the skyline. Flower markets burst with color, and rivers wind gently through the city. Cuenca is also a cultural hub.
Museums celebrate indigenous heritage and colonial history.
Artisan workshops produce Panama hats, ironically originating in Ecuador. Nearby, the ruins of Ingapirca reveal traces of Incan civilization, connecting the region to ancient Andean empires. Cuenca's atmosphere is relaxed and refined. Cafes line tranquil plazas, inviting visitors to slow down and savor the moment.
The surrounding countryside offers rolling hills and traditional villages.
As the journey through Ecuador continues, Cuenca provides a fitting pause. An elegant blend of history, culture, and Andean beauty. From the colonial heights of Quito to the wild Galápagos Islands, from the Amazon rainforest and the Allards of Cuenca,
Mountains, jungles, oceans, and culture intertwine seamlessly.
In Ecuador, travelers cross hemispheres, ecosystems, and centuries in a matter of days.
It is a country of contrast and harmony, of colonial cities, where wildlife roams untouched islands, and where ancient traditions endure. Discover Ecuador, and discover a world within one remarkable nation. A world within one country. This is a land where the Paramo grasslands hold ancient secrets in their soggy soils.
Where llamas have wandered since before the Inca set foot on these slopes.
Every river that flows from these mountains carries life to the lowlands beyond. In remote villages, the rhythm of life remains unchanged for generations. Traditions are not just remembered here, they are lived every single day. The land provides, and the people honor it with gratitude and respect. This is a land where the Paramo grasslands hold ancient secrets in their soggy soils.
Where llamas have wandered since before the Inca set foot on these slopes.
Every river that flows from these mountains carries life to the lowlands beyond. In remote villages, the rhythm of life remains unchanged for generations.
Traditions are not just remembered here, they are lived every single day.
The land provides, and the people honor it with gratitude and respect.
Nature's power is ever present, a reminder of the forces that shape this land.
Nature's power is ever present, a reminder of the forces that shape this land. Markets burst with color and life, where bargaining is an art and community thrives. Every bead and thread tells a story passed down through centuries. The future of Ecuador rests in the hands of its youngest generation. Travelers come seeking adventure and leave with something far deeper.
They discover that Ecuador is not just a place on a map, it is a feeling.
Celebrations here are explosions of joy, faith, and cultural pride.
Bendito sea este campo y su cosecha.
Ancient beliefs blend seamlessly with Catholic traditions. The spiritual world is never far away in Ecuador.
Where the negative welcome the light.
Couples find romance in the most dramatic landscapes on Earth. Solo travelers discover themselves in the silence of nature. Friendships are forged in shared adventure and breathtaking views.
This is incredible.
Best day ever!
Woo! Look at that view.
Wisdom flows from elders to children, keeping heritage alive.
Así, mi niña. Despacio.
Sí, abuela.
Perfecto.
Teamwork and trust become second nature on Ecuador's wild rivers. Every climb rewards with views that humble and inspire. Even the smallest creatures here are extraordinary. Beyond the cities lies the heart of the Andes, a land of volcanoes and timeless villages. Cotopaxi stands sentinel, one of the world's highest active volcanoes. Chagra cowboys still herd cattle across these high plains, living traditions of the haciendas. Colonial haciendas dot the landscape, offering glimpses into a bygone era.
Highland cuisine satisfies with hearty flavors and ancient recipes.
Fresh cheese and warm bread welcome visitors to every village.
This is how we make our fresh cheese.
Ilatoa's crater lake shimmers like a jewel set in volcanic rock. Descending to its shores feels like entering another world entirely.
Amazing.
Local guides share not just directions, but stories of their homeland. Markets in the highlands are ancient meeting places for communities.
Buenas papas frescas de la chacra.
Sí, me llevo 2 kilos.
Music fills the mountain air, played on instruments centuries old. Vicuñas roam freely here, their fine wool once reserved for Inca royalty. Simple chapels hold centuries of faith and community memory. Daily life and ancient craft merge seamlessly in the highlands. Rainbows are frequent visitors here, painting promises across the sky. Children play beneath the watchful gaze of ancient giants. Trade routes once connected these mountains to the empire far away. Ruins whisper of civilizations that rose and fell long before the Spanish came. Weddings bring entire communities together in celebration. Weddings bring entire communities together in celebration. Love and tradition intertwine in ceremonies passed down for generations.
Artisans keep ancient crafts alive with every piece they create.
Their work carries the colors and spirit of the Andes. Patterns woven into textiles tell stories of family and community. Every symbol holds meaning known only to those who weave it.
Farming these steep slopes requires strength passed down through blood.
Thousands of potato varieties thrive in these Andean soils. Quinoa, the golden grain of the Incas, still nourishes the people here. Herbal remedies heal bodies as they have for millennia. Purification rituals cleanse both body and spirit.
Family is the foundation of highland life.
Generations live together, supporting and learning from one another. Education opens doors for the next generation. Dreams take root in young minds, reaching for futures far beyond the mountains. Even the animals here seem to understand they are part of something special. The condor's flight is a prayer carried on the wind. Andean nights inspire wonder and introspection.
Travelers find peace in the simplicity of mountain evenings.
The road ahead always leads to new discoveries. Journeys through the highlands become stories for a lifetime. The highlands leave their mark on every soul who passes through.
Where llamas have wandered since before the Inca set foot on these slopes.
Every river that flows from these mountains carries life to the lowlands beyond. In remote villages, the rhythm of life remains unchanged for generations. Traditions are not just remembered here, they are lived every single day. The land provides, and the people honor it with gratitude and respect. West of the Andes, Ecuador's coast stretches along the Pacific, a world unto itself. Here, the jungle reaches down to greet the sea. Untamed coastline alternates between sandy coves and rugged cliffs. Surfers seek out legendary waves along these shores. Fishing villages have sustained families here for centuries. The sea provides, and the people honor its gifts. Markets overflow with the ocean's bounty each morning.
Ceviche here is an art form, fresh and bright with citrus.
Coconuts provide refreshment under the tropical sun. Simple restaurants serve the freshest seafood imaginable. Meals by the sea are simple pleasures that become treasured memories. Mangrove forests shelter countless species in their tangled roots. Paddling through mangroves reveals hidden worlds of life.
Birds hunt in the shallows, patient and precise.
Crabs scuttle among the roots in endless motion. Sea turtles return to these beaches to lay their eggs, as they have for millions of years. New life races toward the sea, an ancient journey beginning again. Humpback whales travel thousands of miles to breed in these warm waters. Mothers teach their young the ways of the ocean here. Watching them breach inspires awe in every witness. Coastal towns move to their own rhythm, slow and easy. Hammocks invite rest and contemplation of the endless sea. Childhood here is played out on endless beaches. Romance finds its perfect setting where land meets sea. Wellness seekers find peace on these tranquil shores. Healing traditions blend with modern wellness practices. Hidden coves await those who venture beyond the shore. Snorkeling reveals vibrant reefs teeming with tropical fish. Octopus and eels hide among the corals, masters of camouflage. Stingrays glide like shadows over the sand. Pelicans dive with spectacular precision. Frigate birds patrol the skies, pirates of the air. Even here, far from the Galápagos, boobies find their home. Sea lions play in the surf along rocky headlands. The sea sculpts the coastline into dramatic forms.
Blowholes send spray skyward with thunderous force.
Tide pools reveal miniature worlds at low tide. Discovery awaits in every shallow pool.
Evenings by the fire bring people together.
Música y cuentos fluyen tan libres como las olas. Music and stories flow as freely as the waves. The ocean itself glows with living light on certain nights. Walking through glowing water feels like stepping into magic. The moon pulls the tides and calls to something ancient within us. Lighthouses stand guard along the coast, beacons of safety. The coast reminds us that some rhythms are eternal. Between the highlands and the lowlands lies another realm entirely, the cloud forest. Here, clouds embrace the mountainsides, creating a world of perpetual mist. Every surface is carpeted in lush vegetation. Water drips constantly from the canopy above. Hummingbirds flash like jewels through the mist. Toucans call from the canopy with their distinctive croaks. The resplendent quetzal, sacred to ancient peoples, still flies here. Waterfalls appear around every bend, fed by the constant clouds. Suspension bridges carry adventurous travelers through the canopy. Ziplines offer a bird's-eye view of this vertical world. Butterflies with wings like stained glass drift through the air. The glass frog hides on leaves, nearly invisible to predators. Snakes move silently through the understory. The spectacled bear finds refuge in these misty slopes. Howler monkeys announce their presence with roars that carry for miles. Scientists study these forests, still discovering new species.
Birdwatchers come from around the world to spot rare species.
Tanagers paint the forest with their brilliant colors. Antpittas, usually shy, sometimes reveal themselves to patient observers.
Coatis forage in family groups, chattering as they go.
Night brings out kinkajous and other creatures of darkness. Owls hunt silently on velvet wings. Bats emerge from caves and swirling clouds at dusk. Fireflies sparkle like living stars in the night. Night hikes reveal a completely different world. Creatures of the night inspire both fear and fascination. Some secrets only reveal themselves under special light. Frogs sing their nightly chorus from every branch and pond. Bromeliads hold tiny ponds where life begins and ends. Even the smallest drop of water teems with life. Sloths move so slowly that algae grows on their fur. They remind us that life can be lived at a different pace. Cecropia trees and ants share a partnership millions of years old. Leafcutter ants march in endless processions, carrying their burdens. Their underground cities rival human engineering. Morpho butterflies flash brilliant blue as they fly. Bright colors often warn of danger in the forest. Heliconia flowers attract hummingbirds with their brilliant hues. Bromeliads bloom in spectacular fashion when their time comes. Strangler figs begin as epiphytes and slowly consume their hosts.
Ceiba trees, sacred to many, tower above the forest.
Tree ferns recall a time before flowers existed. Swimming holes offer refreshment after hiking. Clear streams rush down toward the lowlands. The cloud forest is a place of mystery and wonder, where life adapts in endless ways. To understand Ecuador, one must taste it. Markets burst with colors, aromas, and flavors unique to this land.
Aquí tiene la mejor fruta fresca.
Chirimoya, the custard apple, tastes like a dream of sweetness.
Naranjilla makes a tart, refreshing juice loved across the country.
Passion fruit's intense flavor awakens the senses. Fresh juices are sold on every corner, made to order. Encebollado, the coastal fish soup, is said to cure any ailment. Ceviche varies by region: shrimp on the coast, fish in the highlands.
Each bite combines fresh seafood with citrus and spice.
Hornado, slow-roasted pork, draws crowds to weekend markets. Served with hominy corn and lapingachos, it's a feast. Lapingachos, cheese-stuffed potato cakes, are grilled until crispy. Peanut sauces add richness to many traditional dishes. Locro de papa comforts like a warm embrace on cold Andean nights. Fritada, pork fried in its own fat, is simple perfection.
Cuy, or guinea pig, is a traditional delicacy for special occasions.
Sharing cuy brings families together in celebration.
Qué rico. Sí, es mejor.
¿Y las tapas?
Ecuador's cacao is among the finest in the world. The beans inside the pod are the beginning of chocolate. Traditional methods still produce chocolate as it was made centuries ago. Modern chocolatiers create bars that showcase Ecuador's fine flavor. Single-origin chocolates reveal the complexity of Ecuadorian cacao. Hot chocolate here is thick, spiced, and deeply satisfying.
Bakeries tempt with empanadas filled with cheese, meat, or sweets.
Cheese empanadas, dusted with sugar, are breakfast favorites.
Tamales, wrapped in plantain leaves, are weekend traditions.
Helados de paila are made the old way, in copper pots over ice.
Andean blackberries make sorbets of intense flavor.
Sugarcane juice, sweet and energizing, is pressed before your eyes. A squeeze of lime transforms it into the perfect refresher. A squeeze of lime transforms it into the perfect refresher. Fresh cheeses are made daily in Highland homes.
Ahora formamos la cuajada.
Served with dulce de leche, they become a simple dessert. Potatoes in countless colors and shapes fill the markets.
Each variety has its own texture and flavor.
Quinoa soups warm the body and honor ancient traditions. Street food sizzles on every corner, especially at night.
Listo para servir.
Anticuchos, grilled beef hearts, trace back to Inca times. Plantain chips fry until golden, salted perfectly. Tostado, toasted corn, accompanies almost every meal.
Modern chefs reinterpret traditional flavors with creativity. We blend fresh local seafood with innovative techniques, a modern take on tradition.
Ecuador's culinary scene earns international recognition. Visitors can learn to cook these dishes for themselves.
First, squeeze the lime over the fresh fish. It smells amazing.
Food brings people together, sharing stories and flavors.
Está delicioso.
Y las risas.
Salud por la comida.
In Ecuador, every meal tells a story of the land and its people.
Los mejores tomates aquí.
Se ven muy frescos.
Beyond the landscapes and wildlife, Ecuador's greatest treasure is its people. Indigenous communities preserve ancient ways while embracing the future. Education opens doors for the next generation.
Farmers rise before the sun to work the land their ancestors worked.
Gracias a la tierra.
Fishermen read the sea's moods, knowing when to venture out. Artisans pour generations of knowledge into every piece they create. Musicians fill public spaces with melodies old and new.
First, we stir it well, mi amor.
Like this, abuela?
Grandmother could not rest the hurries.
Children find joy in the simplest games. Family bonds are strong, providing support through all of life. Celebrations mark life's passages with joy and community. Weddings bring entire villages together in celebration.
Faith plays a central role in many lives.
Religious processions wind through streets, expressions of deep faith.
The Day of the Dead honors ancestors with flowers and food.
Afro-Ecuadorian communities preserve vibrant traditions of music and dance. Marimba music echoes African roots and coastal rhythms. Diversity is Ecuador's strength, woven into its national identity.
Bienvenido, qué gusto verlo. Gracias, el gusto es mío.
Warmth and hospitality greet visitors everywhere.
Excuse me, I'm lost.
Of course, you need to go down this street and turn right.
Thank you so much.
I'll walk you there.
Communities come together to help one another in need.
Juntos construimos nuestra escuela.
Sí, para nuestros hijos.
Democracy is alive in town squares and community meetings. Young people study hard, dreaming of brighter futures.
Respira profundo para mí.
Doctors and teachers serve communities across the country.
Sí, doctor.
New life brings hope with every birth.
New life brings hope with every birth.
Love endures through all of life's seasons.
No lo puedo creer.
Qué chistoso.
Ay, para.
Friendship is treasured and celebrated. Simple pleasures bring the greatest joy. Pride in work is universal, whether in a market or an office.
Mira qué hermoso Quito. ¿Ya viste el centro histórico?
No, es mi primera vez.
Often become highlights of travel.
Miren allá, es un tucán con su pico colorido. Paris.
Guides share their homeland with infectious enthusiasm.
Look, a hummingbird. Its wings beat up to 80 times a second. Guides share their homeland with infectious enthusiasm. Incredible, right? ¿Me pasas el arroz, por favor? Aquí tienes, papá.
Gracias, se ve bien.
Sí, comemos together, comamos todos.
The people of Ecuador face tomorrow with resilience and hope.
Their spirit is the heart of this remarkable nation.
The journey through Ecuador must eventually end, but its memory endures forever.
From the heights of the Andes to the depths of the Amazon.
From the enchanted Galápagos to the misty cloud forests. From colonial streets to vibrant markets. Ecuador offers a world within one country.
A land of contrasts where nature and culture dance in harmony.
Adiós, buen viaje.
Gracias, nos vemos.
The warmth of its people lingers long after departure.
Travelers leave with full hearts and cameras, but part of them stays behind.
Ecuador waits, ready to welcome you on your own journey of discovery.
Discover Ecuador and discover a world within one remarkable nation. Until next time.